Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Web3 Quick podcast. The podcast where we jump to the latest beats in the decentralized world and chat with some of the brilliant minds in the Web3 industry. I'm your host, Alavisi, and today we're diving into a topic that's crucial for any project or business in the crypto space: marketing during bull runs and bear markets. For those new to the lingo, a bull run is when crypto prices are skyrocketing and hype is through the roof. A bear market or crypto winter is the opposite, when prices are crashing and sentiment is ice cold. I believe this is an important topic and conversation we need to discuss, as we are currently in a bull run after a prolonged bear phase. Marketing is important in both circles, of course, but we need to know what strategies work best for each. So whether we are in a raging bull run or a ash crypto winter, the marketing game has to adapt big time. I'll break it all down in simple terms. In this episode, I'll be covering tactics like social media, airdrops, community building, and more, so you can navigate the shifting tides like a pro. So what do you say about grabbing a seat, plugging in your headphones, relaxing, and letting me dissect this topic in quick, easy to digest bites? Let's kick things off with bull run marketing. When the crypto market is pumping and sentiment is through the roof. During these wild bull run times, it's a land of crazy opportunity for marketing. Why, you ask? Simple. There are just way more eyeballs and money flowing into the crypto space. The key is to strike while that iron is scorching hot. Your marketing needs to be loud, aggressive, and get your project maximum exposure to capture all that bullish energy. We're talking every social media and influencer marketing pushes, generous airdrops, being at every major offline event and conference, and running aggressive paid ad campaigns. It's a time to spend big and go for massive reach and brand awareness, while everyone and their grandma is crypto hungry and the fear of missing out is at peak levels. But listen up, you can't just blindly show your thing with no substance. The projects that really win, they execute insanely creative, innovative marketing that cuts through the noise in an authentic way. Yeah, and it's the bull run and Jack, and you are thinking that, okay, there's going to be a lot of people in the space now, there's money to go around and all that, and then you can just push your project out there. Yes, it might have worked for some, doesn't mean it's going to work for you. And as we have different bull run cycles, people are getting more wiser. They now understand how things works in this space. So you can't just push your project out without no substance. It is bound to fail. Okay, so let's take Solana's marketing during the 2021 bull run. That is a prime example of how to crush it. So Solana did a masterful job blending aggressive paid marketing with innovative community building. They launched a viral campaign with coordinated videos, memes, and giveaways that got the masses hyped on the Solana blockchain in a big way. So don't just think this 2024 bull run, Solana just popped out from nowhere. They've been doing the underground work. They knew the project had substance. The project had value, and so they were doing the underground work a long time ago. So why they launched this viral campaign with coordinated videos, memes, and giveaways, at the same time they were funding grants and hosting hackathons to get developers building on Solana's high-speed infrastructure. So this two-pronged approach of top-down marketing, coupled with grassroots developers, community growth, paid massive dividends. And if you agree with me, Solana is the shining star in this ongoing bull run. except you want to disagree. And I think that's going to be difficult for you to disagree with me on, because Solana is getting all the hype, getting all the shine, getting all the spotlight right now. So while that was a great example of marketing in the bull run, I'm also going to share an example of a project that they also tried to launch something during the bull run and they failed massively. Remember when I said your project has to have substance? Your project can have substance, but you have bad marketing strategies. Your marketing plan is not in tune with your project, or you're not even thinking about your target audience and you just want to push your project out there. So let's take Definity, now rebranded as Internet Computer. They were marketing for the Internet Computer launch in 2021, same time Solana was running their amazing marketing campaign. So Definity missed the mark, right? By spreading themselves too thin and lacking a clear, concise message. They spent a reported sum of $100 million on billboards in major cities, Burning Man sponsorships, giveaways, and more. We see where the problem lies is that the complex redesigning the internet pitch, it got muddied by all the different channels and activations. So there was a lack of cohesion, and they also failed woefully to educate the market on Internet Computers Protocol core values in an easily digestible way, which resulted in what? A confused hype that quickly faded. It was supposed to be the next big thing, but if you are touting something as the next big thing, and then the people you're selling this to, they have no idea how it works, they have no knowledge about this thing works, it is bound to fail, because what else is left for you? Absolutely nothing. So they failed woefully, despite the hype, despite the billboards, despite the amazing, endless marketing budget they had. It failed because they refused to do the most important thing, which is educating users. You say this is the next thing that's going to change the internet, but then people are not even understanding how it's going to change the internet. So you see, it was also during a bull run cycle, but then what? It failed. Project had substance, but there was just no plan. There was a plan because they did spend a lot of money, but the real plan that was supposed to give them that nudge, that was supposed to give them that push, they didn't have it. So, and as you all know, as you are all familiar with, the bull run window is short. So you have to be prepared to market with extreme energy and spend that marketing budget. Spend it. It is going to pay off in the long run. I'm not saying go ahead and spend your marketing budget without not having a concrete plan in place. Please make sure you have a concrete plan in place. Make sure your strategy has been tested and tried over and over and over again before you launch into the market. The market can be brutal in both circles, but if you have a solid plan, trust me, you are going to be successful during the bull run. All right. Now that we've explained how marketing in the bull run works and what you need to know, strategies to follow, and tips that's highly important and essential for you to grow the project and have a successful launch in the bull market, it is now time for us to flip the side of the coin, which is bear market marketing. See, bear markets is when prices are crashing, sentiment is in the absolute water, and it feels like the crypto winter will never end. This is where the marketing game gets really tricky, and it tests your resilience, especially your marketing team. It tests their resilience because it simply can't just buy a bunch of splashy ads or have you ads on a billboard and market like a bull when nobody is paying attention or has money to really spend. The market is dry, it's empty. So the game now has to shift, like it completely shifts to more of a slow burn, sustainable approach. Or like the bull market where all the rage is at. So in the bear market marketing, it's all about building real, engaged communities around your project for cheap. This is when you have to make sure you manage every single penny religiously. So now we're talking content marketing, grassroots, community building efforts, creating educational resources, and really cultivating long-term brand loyalty. So during the bear markets, for your marketing, you have to get scrappy, be ultra resourceful, and give people a real reason to stick around and stay excited during the market's lot. The flashy bull tactics would work because the bear is when the strongest and smartest marketing teams separate themselves by tapping into their raw creativity. Now the market has dried. There's no money flowing around anymore. But yet marketing still has to go on. So how do you do it? I'll give us an example. Ethereum Name Service, ENS, is a great example of a team who executed bear market marketing to perfection. So here's what they did. By heavily focusing on educational content and fostering a passionate community of Web3 developers, they kept their supporters engaged and solidified their base during the 2022 crypto bear market. So, ENS recognized that paid marketing will be ineffective during the downturn. Instead, what they did was they doubled down on creating valuable technical resources like documentation, tutorials, and development tools for integrating ENS into decentralized apps and services. So you could find their developers everywhere because they were consistently active on forums, Discord, Twitter, and YouTube, creating bite-sized educational content that made it easy for builders to understand the value proposition of using ENS. So that was one. Secondly, they also funded numerous hackathons, virtual events, and collaborations with other ecosystem projects. As you all know, collaboration is important in the Web3 space and it is key. So this helped nurture ENS's grassroots developer community organically. Emphasis on organically. So while prices were down, ENS was able to keep their loyal base invested by consistently delivering tangible utility and know-how. When the markets pick up again, they had army of supporters already embedding ENS into their dApps and infrastructure. So that is an MBA, a masterclass in using a bear market to double down on authentic community cultivation through helpfulness and education over vapid hype. A prolonged bear is brutal, of course, but it's also a chance for you to market in a more thoughtful, community-driven way. The teams that can execute both bull and bear strategies will be unstoppable. So as a marketing person, if you can execute in both bull and bear markets, my dear, you are unstoppable. You deserve your medal. You deserve it. Because marketing in the bear market, my goodness. Shit. But you all get the drift. So at the end of the day, the reality is you simply can't just stick to one single marketing approach in the crypto space. You have to be dynamic and be able to shift gears with the changing market cycles and conditions. So it's all about striking that balance, going big and being as loud as possible during bullish times to maximize exposure. But then also investing real effort into cultivating a loyal core following during the bears. So you are able to stay afloat. The products and marketing teams that build really programmatic circle-hour marketing capabilities would have flexibility because it is a flex to be able to build and then grow something and not just growing something. You're able to close your KPI, achieve your KPI metrics and whatnot. There's a flex. So that flexibility is going to come in handy because it's going to be unshakable in this volatile crypto space long term. And it also takes a finely tuned mix of aggressive marketing for massive reach when opportunities arise, but also authentic community building and creative genius. So There's a part to marketing wins in any market if you are smart and adaptable. So ask yourself, are you smart and adaptable? So there you have it, guys. The full rundown on marketing for the ebbs and flows of this wild cyclical crypto markets we live in. We just can't help it. We just can't help it. So when a bull or bear, there's always opportunity if you're smart and adaptable with your marketing game. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what other topics you would like me to break down in detail for you in the future. So thanks for joining me on today's episode. If you have any feedback or questions, please reach out on social media or send an email at web3quickbites@gmail.com. And I'll be catching you crypto maniacs on the next episode. Bye.